Hello, today I'm going to share with you a little bit about what is Genius Hour. Genius Hour is a grassroots movement in the education world that was started by a group of educators that really felt strongly about giving students more voice and choice in their learning. It has become a movement that allows students to explore and bring in their own passions, creativity, and identifies what things they are most interested in to learn about in the classroom. It provides students a choice in what they're learning during a set period of time in the school day. I also have an overview video here that I'm going to share with you to identify a few other components of Genius Hour.
There's a movement happening right now in classrooms all over the country that encourages students to explore their own passions and creativity. Students at all grade levels will be engaged like never before. I present to you Genius Hour. This is where student passions come to life. Genius Hour has many roots, but is based on a business practice that Google uses with their development team. They allow their developers to spend 20% of their time at work on projects that interest them, provided that it has the potential to advance the company. The idea is simple. Allow employees to focus on their own passion projects and productivity will go up. There are many commercial projects that have been developed by these 20% projects, including Gmail, Google Talk, and Google News. Fortunately for students, educators have grasped onto the idea and coined the term Genius Hour. This is where teachers allow students to work on whatever project they want during their own learning time. We've all had students in our class that aren't motivated by the traditional school environment. The beauty of Genius Hour is that it provides a path to intrinsic motivation. When students have a say in their learning, they become much more engaged, their confidence is boosted, and the entire learning process becomes, you guessed it, fun. I have 3 rules for Genius Hour projects. The first rule is there must be a driving question. The student needs to be able to communicate what they want to learn about. If we can go out and find the answer on Google with a quick search, then the question is going to need some tweaking. Secondly, the project must involve research. If a student wants to build a model rocket that goes 200 feet in the air, then they need to provide the resources they use for that project. The last part is that the project must be shared. Ideally, the project needs to be shared not only with a class, but shared with the entire world. Some example projects that I had in my 6th grade classroom that turned into really great projects were 2 students that learned to code at codeacademy.com. One girl developed her drawing skills by creating a sketchbook all about wolves, and yet another student brought awareness to the dangers of smoking by creating a website. Genius Hour is one of the most impactful things that I've done in my classroom, and the students love it. It also makes for a great after-school program or activity period project. If you'd like to learn more about Genius Hour, please visit the website geniushour.com.
With Genius Hour comes a variety of levels of choice for students. In education, choice establishes innovative thinking and creativity in students. Giving students choice has been really an eye-opening experience for me as an observer as well as a teacher in the classroom. For so long in education, students have had to conform to what the teacher has asked them to do. We all prefer when students do what we ask them to do, but I have found that choice leads to even stronger student engagement. When giving students choice, the teacher decides on the goal of the lesson or the activity, then gives the students the opportunity for what to learn or how to go about their learning in order to reach or define their goal. Choice gives students 3 key pieces in their learning: autonomy, purpose, and mastery. Autonomy gives students freedom to decide what they want to learn and how they learn it. Purpose shows them that they are doing something that matters outside of the classroom. And mastery can be identified in a variety of different ways, but it allows students to show teachers a variety of ways to prove that they know something that can be really powerful. The students continuously amaze me with what they have come up with when given choice. In all honesty, it is usually better than what I maybe had even set up for them as a teacher. Within Genius Hour, as I said, there are 3 main components: passion-driven learning, grounded in personalized learning, student voice and choice in collaboration, creativity, and communication, and presenting their learning via multiple modalities and multiple audiences as well. We have some student examples here to share with you on what they think Genius Hour is all about. One student said, Genius Hour is a project that gives children freedom to choose what topic they like and what products they want to create. It basically is where you research a topic and then you create one or more presentations on that topic. And finally, a student said, what is so great about Genius Hour is that we get to choose our own subject and learn about it. There are a variety of different student examples here that I have on this little screencast for you, and I have these linked for you within our Schoology course this week as well for you to take a look at. One of the components that I really want you to share with you today is that student projects don't always have to be done via a digital platform. You can use a wide variety of different modalities. Some of the examples of student work that I have collected here for you have been websites from Google Sites or Wix.com, or Simple Different, which is a new one that a group of students found this year. Some students choose to create a Prezi or a Nearpod, an iMovie, or a 3D poster, a Keynote, or PowerPoint. Just to let you know, Genius Hour has really evolved, in my opinion and my lens as well. When I first started learning about it a couple years ago, I wanted students to really think about creating just one project and maybe one digital project, maybe one hand-created project. And then as students got started with it, we really started to see that they were asking to do more digital projects. And the level of learning and the in-depth quality of their work was really, really quite exceptional. This is a list of all of the digital projects that our students, this is a list of some digital projects and digital examples of elementary Genius Hour projects in which students have created. Again, I will have these linked in our Schoology course for you to look at. We know, though, that digital resources are changing daily. There's new apps, presentation platforms, and that are always being created. When given the platform to do so, I have seen students leading the way on cutting-edge resources to display or communicate their final projects. Students can choose from a wheelhouse of digital resources. Teachers don't always have to know all of the tools that students want to use. We can empower them to intrinsically learn about a resource or presentation platform that excites or motivates them to share or document their learning. On our website, I also have seen various Genius Hour projects created or connected to content areas, especially at the secondary level. On our website, you can also check out a variety of different projects done by our secondary students as well, just to kind of give you a little bit of a glimpse of the range of learning. We know that our work and our students are measured on standardized test scores. Connecting Genius Hour to standards is always in the forefront of our minds. One example that I have for you today is to share with you from a high school history classroom. One teacher shared with me that everything I read in the standards points to the type of learning that takes place in Genius Hour. He gave his students one of the standards that they needed to demonstrate proficiency on, and then said, learn about this and show me what you're learning. One example here that I wanted to point out for you as well, that I have posted in our Schoology page as well as our website, is at the bottom where it says read about it here and here. Those are actually links that this teacher has posted a documentary of his experience with giving Genius Hour opportunities to his secondary students. Another elementary teacher that I have worked with closely on Genius Hour has created a Google document that also demonstrates 27 ELA standards that were met within a 6 to 8 week window, not including any content standards that may be covered through students' individual choice of topic. Each of these are listed on our website as well, or as a resource for you to check out. In a nutshell, this is some of the bare bones of what Genius Hour can look like. There is a variety of different modalities and choice for you as a teacher as well on how you want to start Genius Hour out in your classroom or with your group of students. I wanted to give you a high overview today to start getting you thinking about what the possibilities are, and I would love to continue having a conversation with you about what you envision it to look like in your classroom. Thank you.